Hey, peace and positivity, everybody. Good energy to all. So, in this video, I just want to talk a little bit about why vanity is a sin, and also address the last video I made. Anyway, I'm just looking at myself, and I realized that my face is looking, well, it's definitely a little bit redder than it was a few days ago. But yeah, vanity is a sin, man, and the reason that I'm figured out as to why it is a sin is because when you love yourself that much to where you're in love with yourself and you got to go around showing it off, or even focusing on that more than the objective reason as to your actions, then in a sense you're putting attention and effort into something that's superficial, something that is plastic, something that is just an image rather than a meaning. And when you go down that alley, you start getting into lower self things like, power, self-power, and, being right over others, and really, cherishing or resonating with these ideals, or, competing with your brothers, and which are things that, if done in the right manner, competition can be good for growth and creativity, but it can also be extremely detrimental, as the world is kind of a proof of that, how we're all competing for resources and land and power, attention, ideas, whatever it may be. Too much competition is bad, and but when I say bad, it's all good, because that even all this competition is here to teach us about things that maybe we shouldn't be competing about, or at least to compete with a respectful manner, And I guess that's where it really is. We've just lost respect. We've taken competition just way too far, and there's nothing, there's no honor left in it. Like, even if you look at Pride and UFC, if anybody watches MMA, like Pride, there was honor, and there was more honor in Pride than there is in UFC. And even just the fight with Conor McGregor and all this and that, like how the fans started fighting each other, and the dude punched the trainers after the fight after he already won. Like, that's just, this is a prime example of how competition has kind of gone rampant, and we've lost our honor, we've lost some respect because of that. And the video I made yesterday was in a sense kind of dishonorable, because even though my intention to making the video was just to, like, sit in the sun and kind of show that image, I was, a lot of it was more than, I don't know how to say this, but upon when I rewatched it, I noticed that I was very just drawn to the way I looked, my muscles or whatever, and I'm not even that fit, but it was enough for me to be like, wow, it just looks good, like, just the face value of it, and I was attracted to that. I was, and you shouldn't take things for face value. You should look into them as deeply as you can, and you should be about and represent things that are of a deep and good and honorable meaning, in my opinion, in my part to play in this whole movie or game or whatever you want to call it. That's what I'm about. So, with that being said, I guess this video is just to say that I acknowledge that yesterday I was I was caught up a little bit in myself, and after I made the video, I felt it. Like, I was like, was I too arrogant? Was I too egotistical? Was I too, oh, look at me? And, but I didn't know, because I know I have a lot of thoughts, and, I'm in I'm moving around a lot, so I didn't know for sure, but the honorable mass teacher Nature Boy, his queen, his wife, Eliana, came and made a video, talking about ego death, and I don't really believe in coincidence anymore. I believe in, I think everything is connected and has a reason for being there. So, and I already had felt the feelings on my own that it was too vain of a video, and it was a video that, the intent may have been different, but it turned out being vanity based, and that was the effect. And that's the result. And then from that result, I have the effect of feeling bad, and then I see Carbonation come and make their video and say their things, and yeah, I acknowledge it. I admit it. There was an element of vanity in that video, and that's just not really what I want to support anymore, because there's just way too much of it these days, and it's like I said with the UFC thing, it's having a very negative effect on the world, so we got to put it in check. So, and Zen Atman, if you watch this, man, and I also want to apologize to you, because I realize me coming here to New Orleans and all this and that is kind of putting a burden or an imposition on you, because I don't have resources, and I can see how from your perception it can seem like I'm just trying to like feed off of you and be a parasite, and I totally get that, and I appreciate that, and I acknowledge that, and I just want you to know that I'd like us all to link up somewhere or another, but I am a very capable human, and I actually like living like this. I know it's crazy, not very many people do, but I do, man, and I'm okay. And I'm not that hopeless, and I've got an idea, so I just want you to know that, I'm not, I don't know, I do these things, it's an experiment, we talk about similar things, we share comments, we have ideas that are in a similar perspective, and, I don't mind sharing things that I have, and I guess part of me felt like maybe you didn't, mind sharing some things that you have, but that is an assumption, and again, that's making an ass of myself anytime you assume something rather than asking it. And I know my communication skills aren't the best, so the way I went about this could have been done better, but I'm learning. This is all us coming together online and meeting up and talking about these extremely deep topics and having all these different perspectives and experiences and lessons and ideas, and it's not easy. My fantastic mind, my imagination is always going to want to just let us all kind of hold hands and get through this thing, together, and that leads me to, put that type of a notion in others when they have their own completely perception that's completely alien from mine. So, I need to be more aware of that and considerate when I go about doing things. Sorry, there's a helicopter coming by. So, anyways, then, if you're watching this and you see this, man, I apologize for the imposition or any type of awkwardness or anything like that, the offense. I'm okay, and I'd really just love to see you and give back my respect and take you out and do whatever you it's up to you. It'd be your day. I really respect what you did, your generosity, you giving me a shout out, and all of your compliments are very good. But at the same time, be careful with flattery, man, because it can get you thinking that your head's too high, and it helped, putting me on a pedestal. So, anyways, but I appreciate it because it was very sincere, and you did it from your own beautiful heart, and I don't feel like there was any type of manipulation associated with it. So, thanks, man. I really appreciate everything you've done. I hope you're doing well. And if you ever want to kick it sometime in New Orleans while I'm here, I plan on being here for a while. So, yeah, just, hit me up, leave a comment, whatever you got to do. But I'd really enjoy just, talking with you about some deep stuff and seeing what you think about a few things, and, having a good time in the process. So, Carbonation and everybody there, and Master Teacher, Queen Eliana, Natural Angel, Nubian, Tron, Flo, Ace, all you guys, you all are great, and everybody else too, whose names I don't, haven't fully memorized yet. I love what you guys are doing. Metaphysical Mike, Taylor Budd. There's so many channels out there that are just so inspiring and beautiful. And, we live in a time when information is very important, and there's a lot of it out there. And from what I gathered from you guys has been, has helped my life and my journey out a lot. Because I know I struggle with some things, but I'm in a much better place than I am now. And when I say much better, I just, it's just relative. I'm happier. I'm more okay with things. When I was a younger man, I was not okay with like almost anything. So you guys have helped shed light. You guys have helped give clarity. You guys have helped inform. You guys have helped enlighten me. You guys have helped educate me to be better. And for that, I am very grateful. And I will give back. I want to give back. And I'll probably delete that video sometime soon. I'm out here without a computer and stuff, so things are a little bit more challenging as far as the internet world is concerned, but I'll make it happen. All right. So that being said, organize a good day, and thanks for watching. All right. Goodbye.